Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing the saga that happened the drama that happened in Osun State at the Eid ground, where the governor was alleged to have left angrily. Earlier, we spoke with Senator Ajibola Basiru, who told us exactly his own version. And right now on the phone, we'll be speaking with the spokesman to the governor, Adeleke of Osun State, Mr. Adewale. Good morning, sir, Mr. Olawale Rashid. Good morning, Mr. Olawale. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. My name is Ademola Adeleke.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning. So we spoke earlier with Senator Ajibola Basiru, who was explaining to us that the protocols weren't even around earlier, that actually he had thugs remove his turban, and he was in front with other dignitaries. Could you tell us in your own, what happened from your own end of this whole scenario?
Thank you very much. The senator was wrong to say there was no advance team. There was an advance team, and the advance team secured a space for the governor with a red carpet clearly put on that particular space. SRG and his team came and took over the place. We have three protocol officers there. He was asking for their names. I will tell him, Mayowa and Tunde led the team, the advance team. Mayowa and Tunde led the advance team. They secured the place. SRG came, took over the space. The protocol people said, sir, this place is reserved for the governor. He brought them aside. The protocol people now approach Osogbo political leaders. That's the SSD, a House of Rep member, and the party chief, Ademola Adeleke, to approach him. Ademola Adeleke, incidentally, is one of the leaders that led to the defeat of SRJ in the last election. So you can so that you know the background why he called Ademola Adeleke an irritant or a thug. Ademola Adeleke is one of our political leaders in Osogbo. In fact, it's one of the key leaders that led to SRJ failure at election. So Ademola Adeleke approached him that this place is for this. Then he refused. So it was wrong for SRJ to say there was no advance. There was an advance team. I've mentioned their names. And three, we have two options. It's either they use force to get him out of that place, then it will have generated into bloodbath and others. Then they'll blackmail the governor, that the governor came to his ground to kill and maim. So instead of doing that, the protocol people, Muniru and others, they started, and in fact, the honorable was beaten up. Gangaria, he's a PDP rep member, was beaten up by SRJ team people. So they were on this matter when the governor came to the site, to the scene of the thing. And what we first noticed as we came in was we saw people, strange-looking guys, closing in on where we are, like encircling the circle. And we told the governor immediately that this place is not safe. We need to leave. And we left.
Madam Rashid, let's throw a few questions.
But let me quickly say something.
Okay.
He said the governor's team was incompetent. Please, if we are so incompetent, how come we have surpassed the record of Oyetola and the SRJ in Osun State within just 8 months? We have done so well, and the team is super competent and active.
All right, Madam Rashid, let me ask concerning the fact that the allegation that was an assassination attempt. Where did you get that from?
You see, when people, I lecture Basiru, the SRJ yesterday too, when you say assassination attempt, I ask him, is it when there is gunshot and somebody is lying dead before you call it assassination attempt? If your drink is poisoned and you are alerted to it, that's an assassination attempt on your life. But yesterday we saw strange armed men closing in on where we are, and they are not normal security people, and they were not there when we arrived. They spring up. What will have happened if the governor proceeded to actually pray in that place and there is a gunshot? There will be commotion, and then who will they blame? They will blame the governor, that the governor came to hit ground to kill and maim people. We left the place because we saw the security situation. And again, he mentioned that there was no security assessment. Let me give you a background. SRG and his team have said they've been plotting to prevent the governor from coming to hit ground. On yesterday, we have all the reports. We now say, no, the governor is the governor of the state. We must go to that place and see what is happening. And when we got there, we confirm what we know. Because we now see, yes, truly there was a setup. There are strange armed men. Who imported those armed men to hit Green Ground? What is their motive? Who is their target? Is SRJ waiting for somebody to be shot before we call it assassination attempt? The governor left for two reasons: to secure him, to secure the people that come for prayer. If somebody has been shot yesterday, they will blame the governor.
All right.
Let me throw in a question, please, because we had reports on social media. We had reports on the social media report said that the governor sent in security. The police came in and shut down after he left, they closed the Eid ground and did not allow people to be able to go out.
That, you know that thing that you saw on social media, the person that posted this later apologized because it was pure falsehood. What happened is that when the governor left, to secure the place, to ensure that there was no commotion, people finished their prayer and people are leaving. The policemen approached SRJ. When has it come that SRJ is being equated to all worshippers that came? No. He was approached that, his attention is needed. Nobody has ordered his arrest, but there was a mayhem. Somebody took over governor's space. Police want to know what actually happened. And he went there. The place was not shut down. It was shut after the Eid praying ground. Are they expecting the place to be left open after the Eid praying ground? It was shut after the prayer. So the boy that posted it on social media even apologized yesterday. It was an actual job. But the mistake SRJ and others are making that if you can defeat them while they are sitting on the throne, on the seat, they should know we are even better prepared to counter them now.
All right.
But it seems like we're bringing a political, even from we're bringing a political issue to a Eid praying situation.
Grand.
And I feel I'm not a citizen of Osun State and I'm not a Muslim, but I just feel bad if I was a Muslim and my time with God, my time to pray and honor God is now being disrupted by a political issue. How do we avoid this from happening in future? What would you say would be an ideal way for the governor to have handled it, and how would you expect the senator to have handled the situation?
Yes, thank you very much. Let me give you an history of SRJ. Maybe you people don't know him. He has been having running battle with people at Eid Grand. This is not the first time. This is about the third time they will be having issue. Now, in the case of the governor is the governor of the state. He has come to just pray to God, then honor the people of Osogbo that, my people, I'm here with you to pray. Now, what is so shocking is that why will you go and take a space reserved for the governor? And the governor also did well by quickly leaving the place. Because if we had enforced it, there would have been mayhem. If we have said, okay, that space is for the governor, then you must leave, then we use force, state force, pull him out, pull his people out. Okay? Somebody will be injured. Then they will say, Ademola has come to Israel to kill people. But the governor said, no, let's show maturity. Now we even have gunmen around. Let's quickly leave this place. And we left. And luckily for us,
all right.
There was no
Let me get a
injury.
few more questions for you, sir.
And lastly, we got home yesterday. We had a thanksgiving to God for preserving the life of worshippers and that of the government.
I'm happy that you did that. It's important to always pray. But I also would like to, appeal to you, going forward. The governor is the governor of all indigents of Osun State.
Exactly.
And it does not matter their political leanings. So just for me, in the narrative or the words that were used about an attempted assassination, I think would have been better if it was better explained as a security risk or a security threat. We do not want this situation to be that we're polarizing anyone or pitting people against each other. Just, the governor is going to be the governor for tomorrow and the day after.
My sis, let me quickly answer that. When Bashir raised it yesterday, that the word assassination is too strong, I just laughed. When you say assassination attempt, there was the word attempt at the back. Let me ask you, if there has been a gunshot there yesterday and the governor was shot, so that is the time we should use the word assassination attempt. And remember, the Adeleke family were coming from a background. We lost our key leader, Ajibola Adeleke, under mysterious circumstances. And the younger Adeleke, the sitting governor, got to a place and is being surrounded by handmaids who are not invited by the police. And you said we should not call it assassination attempt. It's an attempt on his life. And we know it, and that's why we left. So what I ask people is that, are they waiting until the man is shot before it's qualified for assassination attempt? Right. Assassination is killing high-profile leader. Assassination attempt is plotting, scheming to eliminate a prominent leader. That is what happened yesterday.
Okay.
But we thank God, like I've said,
we have, I have so many questions. Let me get just 2 more questions for you, then we'll run out. Yeah.
So some persons have said that this was not handled properly because it seemed like the governor came for a political reason and not just because he wanted a spiritual experience. And that's what,
He's not a Muslim.
He's not a Muslim. But he even though he's not a Muslim.
The governor is a Muslim. The governor is a Muslim. Let me correct
because
that.
the story we have is not a Muslim,
he's a Christian.
No, you know what I ask people? If you ask me what is my religion, am I not the one that will tell you? I'm the one that will tell you. Governor Adeleke is a Muslim. And secondly, when they say he came for political reasons, no. He didn't come for political reasons. What governors normally do, when especially in festive period, you go to church, you go to mosque to associate with the worshippers. That is not wrong. And we went to Osogbo. You know why Osogbo is important for us? Osogbo voted massively for the governor. And the governor has focused very well on Osogbo, a lot of infrastructural work ongoing. And now, it's the state capital. If the governor wants to pray, the right place to go is Osogbo's Eid ground. And again, for SRJ, to now prevent the governor, to try to prevent the governor from praying, is abominable. It's wrong. So it's not the fault of the governor now. We should rather blame. And I told you something about SRJ. This is not his first time. In the last heat, he fought with Babatons. In the other heat, he fought with one former governor. He has that consistent history of fighting people at prayer ground. And in our own case yesterday, we choose not to fight him. If
we have to wrap up on this.
We will have bundled him out, and then there will be mayhem, there will be commotion, and people will come out and blame us. But we left, and we thank God, SRJ is safe, we are safe, the worshippers are safe.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, one of the things I admire about Islam is that when at times like this, it's only the imam that actually has a reserved space. Every other person, you show up, you stay, and you stay wherever you find yourself. But I guess because he's the governor of the state, the protocols should have probably...
But you know, my sister, you know what happened in the direction? When you have the advanced team, it's not a seat, it's just a space. They say, oh, this space is for government. You know why you have to do that? Suppose somebody puts a bomb under the carpet where the governor will see. Somebody must be there to check and say, oh, this space is secure for the government. And that's the essence of having, and that's what we did. And that SRK came and took it over. If you want to do it there, we will have bundle him out. But if you bundle him out and he's injured, they will say, hey, governor has done this to SRK. That's why SRK is so good to come to television today now. So we are well.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you very much, and I'm happy for the Thanksgiving service you had. Thank you, Malam Olawale Rashid, the spokesman for Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State. Thank you so much.
Very much.
We're going to go to a break.
Thanks for having me.
Now, when we come back, move on to other stuff. You want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say something that the Lagos State prayer yesterday at the Don Barracks. We saw the president. Beside him, we saw the Deputy Governor of Lagos State.
No, Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff, Deputy Governor of Lagos State. I'm not saying in order of how they sat down. I'm saying the list of
people
that sat.
Even the former governor of Lagos State.
Former governor.
There.
And they all sat in the front, you know. So it seemed like there was a reservation protocol for the way people will sit. So I don't think it is actually wrong to have like a protocol. I just feel that there is a political crisis on ground before Osun State.
There's
and
no crisis.
There's a question. That is from Osun to PDP. So we now had another platform to show off the political crisis. So the long-term solution would be to resolve. We don't have to be in the same party, but we are serving the same people, or rather, every politician is striving to serve the same people. So let's prioritize the people that we have come to serve.
All right. It was not a crisis. Petty.
Oh, yes. Obiajili said ego.
Egos were clashing.
You know, when men gather, egos,
just lying around.
When you have men gathering, it's always ego issue.